What's up everyone, Archie here again for another video from Oily Rag YouTube. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about a few things more to do with the clothing side of things and the business. So if you're not familiar with Oily Rag, or you sort of have, you know us from the sort of hangout that we have here at the shop over the weekends and more of a destination, the main nuts and bolts, the meat and potatoes of our business is the clothing. It is what makes our business tick and flow and pays for everything, and it's basically subsidizes the whole hangout thing. I'm not sure if people think that the clothing is more of a merchandising thing, but the clothing business was a business before the hangout was a business, and the hangout and the coffee side of things, that all grew from the clothing side of things, from the previous owners, Dave and Lynn. Lynn, who still works in the shop. If you come down, you'll meet Lynn working away on the weekends. She's probably the person selling you the clothes because she does a lot of a better job than I do. And it's something I'm trying to get across more and talk about more on the channel. But we've been in this grey area where the best way to describe it is with taking over the business. And I'm going to bore you now with some more businessy kind of stuff than riding motorbikes and the fun stuff that we've been doing on the channel so far. But this is more about the actual nuts and bolts of Oily Rag. So if you're interested in that, this is what this video is going to be about. Having bought the business over a year ago now, we bought it in April 24. We are currently in a sort of in-between grey area period where we are phasing out the previous product and sort of more of the business model that existed with Dave and Lynn, implementing our own way that we want to be doing things. Not to say that there's nothing wrong with the way that it was done, but we obviously invested in this business and it's something that we want to grow and scale. And to do that, we had to change some ways that things are done. And that one of those, and the biggest thing, is the clothing and the way that that is manufactured and all that kind of stuff, and the website and the way that things are shipped. And I won't bore you with all the minute details, or I might do it over a longer period, so I'm not going to brain dump on you. But essentially, the way that we're going to be doing things now is our way of doing it, because it's our business now and that's what we can do. And it's also really actually quite a fun thing to do, but it comes with challenges as well. So that's what I'm kind of going to run through in this video, but also show you a little bit of the new product that we haven't got online yet and talk you through why we haven't got it online yet, and also just be a little bit more of an open book now with the business side of things, which I kind of wanted the YouTube to be more about, but it's not been the right time to do that, so I've just been out riding my bike and breaking my dyno. So I'll sort of get a little bit more into it now, and show you some of the new products we've got first before I get into it. So let's do that. For the Kickback show that was in April, we actually released, well, I'll say released, it was a soft launch of some new products. And I'll talk you through these now. I'll turn the camera around and sort of do a walkthrough of how they're in the shop now. And they have been in the shop since Kickback, but they have not been online. We just kind of wanted to soft launch them in here and see how they compare in sort of sales and stuff like that with everything to how people are used to shopping in store, because we get a lot of regular customers, a lot of new customers, and we have everything in here. So it's a really good way to actually put something in front of people and test what we think they are gonna like or not like, and just without marketing them or really pushing it, just sticking it in amongst the previous Oily Rag, the new Oily Rag, and it being kind of seamless, which is what we wanted to do with the business anyway, because we didn't want to be like, hey, new owners, rip the band-aid off and just absolutely change everything all at once, because that's not how we want to do things, and we know that wouldn't work. So I'll turn the camera around now and walk and talk you through the new products that came out for Kickback, and why we've done them and what our plans are for the future and how we think they've done. So I'll do that now. So starting off, we've got some t-shirts here. We've got a Pioneer t-shirt, we're calling this one, and then we've just got two. This is, I'm not sure how the colours are going to come through, but this is like a navy blue and gold. And this is like an ice blue, like a really light blue, green with the tiger on. Obviously we had the Kickback t-shirt, which went really well at the show. Then there's one more here, which is like the patch tee, we call it, which is like a tone-on-tone Oily Rag racing patch. Ooh, nearly dropped it. And that's kind of like a Honestly, it's like a coffee color t-shirt. Really nice. Love that one. One of my favorites. And then we had a couple of different t-shirts. Now this is what we're calling the script t-shirt. Already Rag, forged in the West. Now, obviously, we consider ourselves West Country, being in Gloucester. Forged in the West, that's what we went with. This is like a work shirt. This is like canvas as well. I'm not sure how well this will translate on the video, but it's a canvas shirt. Sales and service, Already Rag. I love this. This is a bloody beautiful piece. And we also had a vest. Here we go, let's try and get this sorted. We had a vest as well, all with the script on there as well. Already Rag on the back there. A bit lower, my thinking was, because if you wear a hood on this, then you wouldn't see the Already Rag. So there's those two. Sweatshirt variant of the script. This is a heavier weight sweatshirt than we've done before previously. There you go. A hoodie as well. There we go, the hoodie. Script. This is a heavier weight one, different kind of fit to what you're sort of, same quality, but different kind of fit, touch, heavier weight fabric on the new stuff. Why did we do this, and why have we not put it online, and why have we not spoken more about it? And the honest truth is because it's kind of a stopgap between what the end goal is. Now, from where I speak to you today, we're currently working on having something ready for September where it's a total, not a relaunch or a rebrand, but where we're bringing the package that we want to bring. During that time, we're going to be bringing out a few pieces, where a few more t-shirts and stuff for the summer, whilst we can keep you going on new t-shirts and designs and stuff. But when we get to September, we really want to have a calculated, thought out collection on not just t-shirts, but hoodies, accessories, with sort of like a good, better and a best. So from where we're at now, I'll run you through quickly the thinking and the idea of that. So we want to have a core collection of just everyday awesome pieces. So whether that's like 3 packs of socks, 3 packs of undershirts, long sleeve shirts, or just easy wear shirts, and stuff that is not breaking the bank, is affordable, is great value, more than affordable, is great value, and just really simple stuff, not overdone, not overthought, just really good pickup stuff that is going to be everyday wear for you. Then we'll have the originals range, which is like in the middle, which is like the graphic tees and stuff that's on the t-shirts and the hoodies and the colors and stuff that we can have fun with and build in little themes of collections of t-shirts and stuff like that. And then we want to go for Black Label, and that's going to be our top tier. We do have Black Label at the moment, but the Black Label tees, as you know them, will be not discontinued. They'll be moving to another separate place, which I'll probably bring up in a separate time when that's all ready to go. And yeah, and that's what our plan is. So why haven't we done and put this online now? It's because we just wanted to sort of see what everyone thought about it and see how they felt without, I mean, somebody has a baby and they go, look at my new baby, isn't it precious? That could be the ugliest baby on planet Earth. You are not telling that parents that they have an ugly kid. And that is kind of how I feel when I directly ask for feedback from people. I mean, there are a few people who tell me I have an ugly baby, not naming any names, but there's a way that people say, oh no, I really like it, but I prefer not, putting us down or sort of saying you're crap and without any sort of backup, but constructive criticism is what we need, especially moving into a new space, because new products, we're trying to bring something different, and there's a new audience that will come with that, but there's a historic audience that we've inherited that we also want to cater for as well. So putting these products in the shop physically amongst the old products and just seeing how they're taken to is a really great indicator for us to know where we're at. Everything that we have done so far and brought, people have been really complimentary of and actually really liked it. And again, whether that's just ugly baby syndrome, I'm hoping not, but I'm seeing people wearing it, I'm seeing people buying it and turning up, buying it in here, wearing it the next week, which is really cool to see. Buying it at the Kickback show when we dropped it. Because that's all we took to Kickback, by the way, was the new stuff. We didn't take any of the historic stuff. We took some caps and stuff, and some accessories, but the t-shirts and the products we took were all new, and we didn't really push that. We just sort of let it go, and yeah, that was just something that we wanted to try, and it was a super success. This is where we're at with the product side of things, and I'm sort of trying to give you a behind the scenes look at what we're doing and give a bit of insight without giving too much away, because at the end of the day, you might not even care. We might be really interested in how it all works, and I'm trying to give a little bit of insight into what I've learned already taking on this business. I've not had a clothing business before, so this is my first crack at a lot of stuff. So I've lent on some people who have been in the industry, in the clothing game and stuff like that, and I'm learning every day. What we are planning on doing is really elevating Oily Rag as a clothing brand, whether that's online in different markets, internationally is a big thing that is on our radar, how we can grow the brand abroad. I've just come back from a 2-week trip in America, and the culture of motorcycling and cars and just everything to do with being a petrol head over there is everything I love, and it's super inspiring being over there. So that's something I've got our eyes on, how we can do that. That's a bit of a blue sky dream, but you know, you've got to be a dreamer, haven't you? So that's something we've got on our radar. Doing all of that whilst running and operating this as a hangout, whilst dealing with stock that we've inherited and selling that through, because obviously we don't want to go, right, we don't want any of this old stock, because it is great stock. Had to figure out using that previous stock to finance new things, but then not cutting the prices, but also not having too much of it left over by the time we bring out our new stuff in September. So honestly, I might be preaching to the choir for people who have their own businesses, and I understand every business has its own stress points and things. But yeah, it's just mental, everything that has been going on. And it's really a lot of work, but it's also something that we're super, super proud of, and we're just dying to get it right, really dying to get it right. And we'll get things wrong. And speaking of which, I'm going to grab a cap from upstairs, which I was actually going to show you guys on some of the stuff that we've had sampled that we didn't like. So bear with. So, things that didn't go right. Now, I'll turn this camera around. You know what? This is a really, really nice cap. The colours are great. The inside here, so offerings to the god of speed. If I show you previous cap that we had done, I prefer this, much prefer this, the way this was done. And that is what was put in the tech pack for this. And we got back this. Now, with all of this, I mean, I love this. I think that looks great. The colors are awesome. The one thing I didn't like was the way it fitted on my head. It just felt a bit high to me, and it's a bit too truckery. I could have done with it being a little, like, say, where the top of this actually comes, that's where I wanted the top of the cap. So went back to the drawing board with caps, and with anything that you buy from clothing manufacturers, so you can either get things pre-made or you can make things yourself, and this is something you can make yourself, but with everything you have minimum orders, so MOQs for short, minimum order quantities, and price breaks on minimum order quantities. Now for caps, one style of these, for the one style, you're looking at 300 is like the minimum. Now, we're not in a position where we sell that many caps. Caps isn't what we're known for. We don't sell loads of those, and we have more than one style, obviously, that we want to do. So that leaves the question of, do we want to invest in having those caps that we're not that happy with a shitload of them, to be honest, that for the older quantity and all that kind of stuff? We didn't do it. It's not something we wanted to do, and it's not something we wanted to commit to financially, product-wise. It's not something didn't work. And that took weeks and weeks and weeks to go forward and back. We spent money to get all the designs done and the tech packs, and the product comes and the supplier didn't meet it, and it's just like, okay, dead money. And that's just like one tiny thing that happens in product development and new product development, and to get things right. So if anyone does have a clothing brand out there, I really feel the pain, and you'll feel my pain on getting things right, because it's difficult to get things perfect. So this is why when I say, I know I'm blabbing on a bit now, but when I say about, oh, we've got so much coming and I can't wait to show you, and it feels like I've been saying that forever, it's because it takes forever. This is just the do it right, do it once. And that is literally what we have been working on. So with the new product, like we are showing in here, this will be coming on, not this, save that for a later date. These products will be coming to the website. Give it a couple of weeks, because we've got a new website launching as well. So all of this, that's already on the website, the kickback tee. But the vests and this t-shirt, the work shirt, we need to actually reorder some of those. The hoodies and the sweats, will be going online very soon, because we've got a new website launching. So when the new website launches, it will launch with new products as well. And the old products will still be on there, but they'll be in different sections and all that kind of stuff. That's the latest t-shirt, obviously, that we've dropped. I know I've been waffling, and nobody might even watch this video, but it's there for the people that are interested, and it's there for the people that have asked about it, and it's there for the people that I've told, probably more than I should have, to that, like, yeah, I'll be doing content around what we're doing. So thanks for listening. I hope this has been interesting mildly, because yeah, it's just been a lot of organising. I mean, if I could show you the sheets of, like, the brain dump sheets that we've done on, like, Freeform and stuff, of just ideas, and then how this all works together. Because it starts with ideas, everything's ideas, and it's right, how does this actually work to put it down into being on the shelf in here, you know? And it's a lot of a longer process than you might think. They don't just appear out of thin air, all these products, and we want to do stuff in the future moving forward that makes sense as a collective, the whole brand, top to bottom. Website, packaging, messaging, emails, like social, everything. We really want to make it beautiful with everything that we do, because why do it if not? How you do one thing is how you do everything. So I hope you've enjoyed my ramblings about this, because it's hard to really put it down in like a short, medium long form video on YouTube of everything that we've done, which has been a year's work so far, pretty much. Sounds crazy already, a year, but yeah, it's like been a year of work, of like backwards and forwards and all this stuff, and just meeting people and knowing if they're people I can trust, because I don't know anyone in this industry. So I've had a lot of people who I've reached out to that I know are in the industry, who've put me onto the right people, and some people I've stumbled across and had to be wary, and there's all this kind of stuff. It's like and it's like your money and your business and your livelihood and like the community and everything that we have going on here, all boiled into your decisions that you're making. So yeah, bloody hell, it's nuts. And so I hope that I've managed to translate some of that kind of into this. And so if there is any kind of other thing that you want to see about the clothing business side of things and how it works, and a more detailed video on something like that, I'm more than happy to sort of go over it. But just let me know, because I don't really know what you guys want to see or hear. And if you want me to shut up and go back to just riding bikes, I can do that as well. We're actually going to go and have a ride up to the Farmer's Dog on Saturday, which is Jeremy Clarkson's new pub. So we'll have a video on that anyway. Some usual antics with Matt and Serge, just riding bikes, which, I mean, it's probably more interesting than this, isn't it? But yeah, I'm trying. Thanks for listening to my waffling. Smash that fucking like button, subscribe, comment, share with a friend, just put it on in the background on mute if you have to. Really appreciate all the support so far, and yeah, I'll catch you on the next one. All right, bye.